Why Southeast leaders can't stop Ñnamdi Kanu, no matter the torture and detention, Cleric claims. Barrister Alowe, a cleric, is the chairman board of trustees, Center for Human Rights and Anti-Corruption Crusade, Tørturē. Cleric, also a special assistant political to the Delta State governor, spoke to Ejikeme Omenazo on the security situation in the southeast, among other issues. Excerpt. President Muhammadu Buhari that a lawmaker was sponsoring terrorism in southeast and southwest. According to him, he said, "I cannot say the president was wrong or lying. He should not just end up saying that. Let him take the courage to arrest and prosecute those suspects. If they have concrete evidence before he must do that, the government should also name the bandits and the Boko people sponsors. Anybody found to have been sponsoring terrorism should be dealt with in accordance with the laws. For example, the United Arab Emirates, UAE, has already done that. If the federal government can do what the UAE did by exposing the Boko people sponsors through prosecution, I believe it will go a long way in tackling insecurity in the country. Nigerians are eagerly waiting for the government to go after these so-called Boko sponsors. However, the government should not hide under the toga of Boko sponsorship to witch hunt political rivals now that elections are getting nearer. Nigerians have not forgotten in a hurry how these governments named allegedly corrupt personnel in the name of fighting corruption, but it later turned out to be a political vendetta in the long run. The whole thing became clear to us that the government only used such medium to intimidate and witch hunt opposition political parties just because of the 2019 general elections. What are the implications of the failure of the president to name such alleged sponsors of terrorism? He said the implication of the government's failure to take decisive actions against the known Boko people sponsors means that the government is treating the issue of insecurity with kid gloves. It will also make people raise eyebrows by suspecting the government of being complicit. Merely naming these agent provocateurs is not the solution to curb or tame the Boko people activities. Taking steps to prosecute those found wanting is the answer. Do you think the Southeast leaders and governors are able to implement the ban on IPOB and Eastern Security Network sit at home? He said, "I don't think that the Southeast governors can stop the IPOB or ESN's sit at home order or can stop Ñnamdi Kanu. Biafran is an idea that is embedded in the minds of the majority of Easterners." Alright, my dear viewers in the house, based on this that has just been delivered or said by this cleric, I will tell you that the cleric knows what he's saying. Yes, he knows what he's saying in this interview. Nobody can stop Ñnamdi Kanu or even stop IPOB. Because I know that the tactics, it's a tactics that they are trying to make use of by getting Ñnamdi Kanu extradited. They believe that if they can extradite Ñnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria and get him the thing, then keep him there for long and with rigorous torture and what have you, that Ñnamdi Kanu is going to surrender. Unknown to them that they are even making the matter worse. Okay, now in the process of doing that, see where they have landed themselves. See how see the big trouble they have gotten themselves into. You see that? They ended up being the one making mistakes. They ended up being the one committing the error. You see that? So who is to be blamed here? Is it Ñnamdi Kanu now? No. They are to be blamed. They are to be mocked at. You see what I'm saying? So that is why the federal government cannot be trusted or be believed. You understand? Cannot be believed. So, my dear viewers, the cleric knows what he's saying. You know what he's saying? Ñnamdi Kanu cannot be stopped, no matter the torture. He knows that the trick of extraditing Ñnamdi Kanu is one of the tricks. It's one of the planned job. The trick of detaining Ñnamdi Kanu is one of the tricks and one of the planned jobs. You see that? Okay, you look at Ñnamdi Kanu is in detention. They denied him all of the opportunity to see his lawyer, opportunity to see his family, opportunity to go for medical checkup and what have you. Despite all these things, Ñnamdi Kanu's spirit still gets uplifted. He's still very strong in spirit. Still very strong in spirit. Can you imagine? Full of confidence. That is what we call the Biafran spirit. You know, when the Biafran spirit is in you, you become strong. You become strong and motivated. You become strong and full of life. You know, full of confidence and unshaken. That's what is happening. You can see that. So, my dear viewers in the house, let us begin to tell ourselves the humble truth. The federal governments have already failed in this. They have already failed in this, and they will surely go down with it. Do you understand? They will surely go down. Okay, look at Ñnamdi Kanu's trial is around the corner. Instead of them to heed to the call of the people, they kept quiet. That is to tell you that they already have it planned not to bring Ñnamdi Kanu to court. Let them try it. Then they will hear the voice of the world and not the voice of the nation. Yes, that's what they will hear. That is what they will hear. Then they will know that Ñnamdi Kanu is not just a citizen of America, of Nigeria, but a citizen of the whole world. Look at the first trial. Look at the number of lawyers that already in the court before the arrival of Ñnamdi Kanu. Let me hear you speak anyway, my dear viewers in the house, to know what you equally have to say on this very issue. Okay, don't forget to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.